What's growing on, Florida? I'm gonna go ahead and do an update. Here we go. So my mulberry tree is doing pretty good. This is the one that I started last year. This is the survivor out of like 12. And I started another 12 clippings. I'll show you those later, but underneath it I got some strawberry. This is yucca. This is a chaya right here. This is wood sorrel. The flowers are delicious. They taste kind of like green apple. We have some hibiscus cranberry. It tastes very similar to the wood sorrel. Some people call it Jamaican sorrel. There's a little raspberry that I started last year from seed back there. This is papaya. My elderberries are doing great. They're still producing. This batch, this variety, seems to produce all year. Flowers. We're at the berry setting. Got some Mexican sunflower, some red torch, some rose radicchio, or Bahia rose radicchio. And then we have some more yucca, little itchy tomatoes, different type of papaya. They call it melon papaya, has another name, but here's some more lettuce, some rosemary, some more chaya. Got a male papaya over there, some bananas. And in this little triangle here, I have a whole bunch of longevity spinach. I started with one tiny little plant, and then I separated it into a few clippings, and it took over this whole spot, which is awesome because it tastes good, very good for you. If you're not familiar, look it up. And then I have a cousin that I just split up. I had a plant going in there, and I kept on trying to cut away to give this one space, but now I just moved it into here. So this is Okinawa spinach, related to longevity spinach. If you can see the purple on the back side of the leaf, it's pretty cool, which means it has lots of anthocyanins. It's even better for you. Has a nice citrusy taste. It's really good. Got my blackberries still hanging in there. These are my Hawaiian poha berries. So I'm starting to get ripe right there. Hi, Bugsy. You want to say hi? And then I got one of my composts. I call that the hot compost because I keep it covered up. Leave that for like 2 weeks before I put it into this compost here. This is cat mint, and that's my cat Bugsy. These are the mulberry clippings that I got starting. They're about ready to put into the ground actually. I have a few things that'll be going in the ground probably the next time I do an update. This is an ackee tree. This is a soursop. My Monstera deliciosas. I just picked the last of the Kawano melons. Actually, I think there's a tiny one that I didn't grab. Yeah, this little guy. But the rest of them I picked because the vines dried up. They're pretty much finished. There is a loofah gourd vine. Some sweet peas. This is a beauty berry plant. Start from seed. There goes Bugsy again. These are a different hibiscus, that Roselle hibiscus. It's also edible. flowers and the leaves. All hibiscus flowers are edible, but some of them, the leaves are also. This is Chico Zapote. Not Chico Zapatos. Chico Zapote. Some more elder. I like growing the elderberries. They're really easy. And they're local. It's a local plant. I like promoting local wildlife. This way the local bees and animals are used to them and it helps them. I've got some sugar cane. That's a passion fruit vine going up that bamboo stick. There's a type of Scotch bonnet back there. I think it's called a scorpion pepper. Some more papayas. Can't wait for this one to start with this one. It's going to be a very long shaped papaya. Called a red papaya. Some people call it a Mexican papaya. Some lettuce growing in there with some sugar cane, a little tomato. We got some celoises or amaranth dying off, cutstone, where have you. This is a jaboticoba. That's going to be in the ground next time I do a video. This is a guava tree. I need to trim that up really bad. It's got a lot of black soot. And I just trimmed up some because it had so much white flies on the underside. I'm going to trim up the rest and get rid of the leaves. Got some oregano, some zinnias and sweet alyssas, green onions. These are red banana I started from seed. This one is a red canna. Cannas are related to bananas, and they're also related to ginger and turmeric. Speaking of ginger, we've got some tropical ginger or black ginger. It has two different names. This is a variegated ginger. We have some more green onions. I have a few cinnamon basil seedlings growing in there. Some Malabar spinach. Some tomato. This right here is one of my favorites that most people don't know about. This is Virginia peppergrass. For anybody who's never tried the leaves of Virginia peppergrass, if you're familiar with it, a lot of people just use the seeds as like mustard seeds because it is in the mustard family. But if you try this, it tastes like a mix between a regular mustard leaf and a little wasabi, and it's sweet. So I would say it's like wasabi and arugula, but a little sweet. It's really good. And some more variegated ginger. And this here is giant Florida pink shell ginger, or they call it bamboo ginger. It gets to be like 6-7 feet. You can see it's already almost as tall as me, and I'm 6 foot. This here, so got some more tomatoes in front of the variegated. This one is Japanese ginger, or Thai ginger, galangal. This is galangal ginger. That's more of the giant pink shell ginger. Galangal ginger, variegated, red canna. Flowers, has nice red flowers. The flowers are edible. The leaves are edible, but they're pretty fibrous. Some people use them to cook their food in, or wrap it. It also has a tuber that is edible. A lot of people cook it like potato. Green onions and tomatoes. Here's some ground cherries growing in there. That's one there. That's one there. All this is catmint just popping up. During the winter, it pops up like a weed. Same thing with the Virginia peppergrass. It also just pops up all over the place. I like to collect them and put them in a designated spot for them to grow because I do like them. Canna. This one is the most edible. They're all edible, but this is like the best tasting, the most neutral tasting root. The root tastes just like potato. And this one's called tropical canna, or they're both called red canna, but a lot of times this one's also called tropical red canna. And the other one, the other name is Indian buckshot, or red canna. So we have some hot peppers, another itchy tomato, some green onions, more lettuce, a lot of the rose radicchio lettuce. Every once in a while we have different brassicas. I have kohlrabi right there, it's starting out. Some bok choy, pink bok choy, some purple kohlrabi, same there, purple kohlrabi. Some carrots in the back. I'm gonna get this wild cowpeas to grow up this, and it'd be like a little shade and extra rain protection, which is why I put this up here. That's also why I have that kind of split down the middle with rocks and sticks. That's to help the drainage, because that's where the water runs off of the roof. So there's some carrots. That's it's a kale tree. Some people call it walking stick kale. I'm supposed to be tying up the stalk as it grows, but now that it's in that corner, I'll tie it up to that post. Same with this one. We'll start tying it up against the post. Yeah. This is chicory. Giant red mustard. Japanese. Got some strawberries starting off over here. And perilla. Some people call it Japanese mint. It tastes like a mix between basil and mint. A little bit of anise, licorice kind of flavor. This is a dwarf Cavendish banana. On this side of my little roof water collection, I have a bunch of pomelos, or white grapefruit, from a tree in the wild. This park that I like to go to has a lot of, they're either wild pomelos or white grapefruit that are just growing wild, naturalized, people like to say. So that's those. Palm, wonderful seedlings that I started from fruit that I bought. In this part of my house, whenever I try to grow something, nothing grows. So I've collected a lot of the catmint that pops up and put it over here. And he's like, yeah, I'll grow over here. I'll grow wherever you let me. That's why I'm like, got some green onions, some rosemary. That's the type of legume. I think it's yellow beans, yellow wax beans. Some basils. Since it is winter, they're not very happy. Not only that, but they don't get the most sun over here. They only get the morning sun. And then afternoon, they're in the shade. Yeah, that's this corner. I'm gonna start some more stuff over here. This is my citrus triangle in front of the house. I have, this is a key lime. This is a tangerine. This is a bigger lime. This is a peach tomato. And some marigolds. The rest of this is oregano. I just have a little pigeon pea tree that I'm trying to grow right there. I have here some Mexican sunflower, some nasturtiums, nasturtiums, some more elderberry, or elder plant, some. Got a good angle of the new growth. Some dragon fruit cactus. And there's a different variety down here. That one doesn't have any new growth yet. We have a mystery citrus, I like to call it. My neighbor salvaged this. Somebody was throwing away 2 trees that was in a pot. He separated the 2, gave me one. I trimmed it down, and we'll find out what it is eventually. It smells good, so probably lemon. This is a mango, olive, Barbados cherry, Jamaican leaf of life. Even though it's actually from Madagascar, Jamaica is very popular. We call it leaf of life. It's a type of mother of thousands. Very medicinal. Chemically, it's almost the same as steroids that a doctor would give you to fight an infection. This here is Jamaican cherry. Speaking of Jamaica, everything is Irie. Jamaican cherry is delicious. Here in Florida, a lot of people call it a strawberry tree because the flowers, even though it doesn't have any flowers right now because it's winter, the flowers look a lot like strawberry flowers. The fruit tastes like Captain Crunch cereal. A lot of people say cotton candy. I could see that too. Like cotton candy with a little berry flavor. This is a, you can barely see it. There you go. This is a gator apple or a pond apple. I had a type of malanga growing up it, but it died out because the malanga do not like the winter at all. This is more of the perilla, the Japanese mint. This has the red on the backside. It tastes like a mix between mint and basil with a little anise flavor. Pretty nice. Some more zinnias. I got custard apple, regular green Granny Smith apple, some pineapple. I have a row of apples over here. And these are growing at a normal rate. This is a year old. This is growing at a slightly accelerated rate. And this one did not know that it's supposed to grow slower than what it's doing right now. This here is sugar apple. Sugar apples also don't like winter. Ebony tree from my neighbor. Still waiting for my loofah gourd to dry. But my wildflower packet did really good. Got quite a mixture of plants in here. I like these a lot. Wonderberries, or American black nightshade. Not to be confused with poison nightshade. These berries are edible. Some people even cook the plant and put it in soups. But it does have, the leaves do have a toxin. I guess when you cook it, it lessens the toxin, especially if you change the water. And this is the little hedge of elderberry and chaya that I've got started over here. You can see them right next to each other. That's the chaya, that's the elderberry. By this time next year, or probably even by summer, they'll probably be like 6 feet, 5 feet tall, everything. And then we've got some carrots along the back. We've got some basil right down the middle. And a few peppers towards the front. And one carrot that must have flew away when I was putting him down. He's out here looking happy by himself. Some society garlic and Sterling. These peppers are going to be going in right along to make like a straight row in front of the little gate. Some red vine sorrel. This is a purple Cherokee tomato. Garlic, society garlic. These are little cherry tomatoes that I've got on this side. Different color ones. Oh, grape tomatoes, not cherry.
Hope everybody liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share with a friend.